Hello, thanks for joining me for another review. Today I've got a beer from Arbor Ales, and this is their I Speak for the Trees American Pale Ale, then coming in at 5% ABV. You can get this beer, I mean this is a 330ml can, but you can get this beer in, I don't know, the massive great big tall boy cans. I don't know what size they are. I think they're more than 500 mils for a can. Fantastic, and they've been canning for quite a while now, but yeah, I don't think I've ever reviewed an Arbor beer. May have done one. Certainly had quite a few on cask and keg over the years, but yeah, I love this label. It's slightly, as you can see, it's you know, the kind of leaves slightly raised. Love that. So yeah, there's the top, black. This has got a best before date, incidentally, of the 1st of November of 2019. I'm reviewing this beer on the 6th of September. Does that want to break? Here we go. You get some cans, they don't want to crack at the top. Here we go then. Beer in a glass. I've had this a while. I think this beer was part of, I think it was a Father's Day beer from Beer 52. Father's Day box. Not Beer 52. Don't listen to me. Honest Brew. So it's paid for, this beer, so mistake doesn't matter so much. So one finger, kind of slightly off white head, but yeah, it's a very kind of a dark kind of amber colour, if you like, slightly hazy. I'm guessing it's an unfiltered beer. We'll get into that in a minute. And the can, so it's getting an aroma. It's got a very, almost like an amber-esque kind of aroma. There's a little bit of kind of jammy, marmalade-y kind of vibe going on. Obviously orange rind. Slightly sweet, slightly kind of almost sticky. I Speak for the Trees. Has it got a bit of sap in it? I don't know. Hop sap. Or a little bit more in. Now I've got a bit of aroma. So yeah, this has got some chunky monkeys in it, which doesn't bother me at all. But if you don't want all this sort of floaties or particulates or whatever you call it, just pour it carefully. But yeah, I mean it's still quite a bit, well I say quite a bit, there's about that much left in the can. So it's just above. But yeah, it doesn't bother me. Nice. So anyway, let's get straight into the taste then. Cheers. Well, yeah. Yeah, certain elements that are coming through from the nose to the taste buds. Wow, that's got quite a thick body to the beer for the ABV. I'm pouring it gently, and there's still particulates, so I'm just gonna, doesn't matter. Yeah, there's loads of particulates in the smaller cans. I assume it's the same for the big can, but as I said to you already, it doesn't bother me. So if you wanna, there you go, look at that. Whatever. They've all settled down now. So there's loads of small particulates in this, so yeah. The taste then, definitely a jammy kind of marmalade-y, slightly sweet, there's kind of hints of apricot. There's a maltiness in there with that as well, but not in an unpleasant way. It's a very kind of well-rounded beer. I don't know the IBUs to this one, so This is actually brewed with Amarillo, Mosaic and Simcoe hops. As I've said, 5% ABV, 330ml can, this one, but they do much larger, as I've already said. Yeah, information. Obviously these guys are out of Bristol in the UK. Vegan friendly. Doesn't really go into any kind of... I mean, I've got the hops, but I thought there might be some IBUs somewhere, but it doesn't matter. That's pretty much all you need to know, I think. As long as you've got the ABV on the can, it's there. Great. It's leaving a cracking lacing. There's almost slightly tinged orange lacing. You know, off-white orange. Sweet. Yeah. Not confectionery sweet, more of a kind of a natural kind of vibe to it. There's a little, not I say sappy from the hops, there's a little bit of kind of resin from the hop oils in this one. But it's not overly kind of, once you've done that orangey kind of jammy orange vibe, there's not a lot of other, I've touched on it with apricots, but apart from that, a little bit more kind of malt bill. Body wise, it's certainly a medium, upper end of medium, even for 5% ABV. Body wise, it's pretty damn good. Mouthfeel's very kind of, yeah, medium as well. It's not like massively gloopy like a double IPA or anything like that, but for a pale ale, it's pretty damn, or a single IPA, should I say? But for a pale ale, this has got, you know, a decent mouthfeel and body for it. So we'll wrap this up then. Yeah, it's a very pleasant beer. I've been wanting to get my hands on some of the bigger cans from these guys for quite a while, and I'm going by this beer. I think I might have to try and find a few more of these large cans and do some reviews of them, because everything I've had from these guys on certainly on cask have been really damn good. So yeah, so in terms of a rating then for me on this one, I'm going to give this a 3.75. So what's that, a 7.5 out of 10. So 3.75 on the Untapped scale, 7.5 out of 10 on that one. So over to Untapped then. This has had 3,442 check-ins, 35 in the last 30 days. 5% ABV, no IBUs listed on here. 2,776 actual ratings then coming in, and I've not seen that before. 3.75. There you go. Yeah, it's a good beer. It's not quite into that kind of wow kind of status that you get with beers, but it's pretty damn good. You know, it's just not quite there up into the 4 or the 8s out of 10 for me, but yeah, that's a hell of a lot of actual ratings as well. So yeah, there you go. So let me know if you had this one from Arbor Ales. This is I Speak for the Trees. Let's see if you can pick up this one anywhere. I like the leaf. We're getting into the autumn months now. End of, by say end of August, it's September now. So yeah, we're on that kind of that kind of time of the year. So let me know if you had it before down below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next review. Cheers.